Hello, how are you? This is Resilient Lives checking in with you. Something in my eye. And just wanting to inquire, how was your weekend? Last time we were talking about going out and preparing to go out and looking at the complexities of how to decide to go out. Well, we had some interesting developments and complications in our decisions to go out. So I just want to share a few thoughts with you today. But first, I just want you to press the pause button and sit with me for about a minute. We've been talking about thriving and how to live a meaningful life, and we've been looking out for each other. But over the last few days, my heart has been saddened by the death of Floyd, a man who was killed by a police officer. It was horrific, and my heart is saddened because here we are virtually supporting each other, encouraging each other in the name of love. And to see a person's life taken like that has saddened me deeply. I have 3 sons and grandsons, and I have a daughter. And just to think that someone would consider that their lives are a joke is sad. So as we look at going out into the world now that we have phase 3, that's telling us the curve has flattened enough so we can go out, we have complications. We were already trying to figure out how to go out, how to observe the protocols, I wasn't sure that we were ready. We were all looking at making a plan, how we're going to go out. And so now our cities and there are protests going on and so much emotions. And so this is a time for us to pause, because while we're dealing with COVID-19, and one of the complexities of whether we were going to go out dealt with the fact that the disease is still present and there still is no vaccine for it. That was adding to our hesitancy of whether we were going to go out. And who would have thought that there would be another virus also going on, and that something would trigger this other virus. And this other virus is the virus of hatred and racism. And what triggered that is the behavior, the irresponsible behavior of this policeman. But this is something that's been going on and on. So we're upset and saddened. And yes, there is no vaccine for COVID-19, but actually there is a vaccine for racism and hatred. There is the vaccine of love. We've been talking about the healing power of togetherness and unity. We've been talking about how to engage with one another and live a meaningful life. We've been talking about how to deal with obstacles positively. We've been looking at how to flip the the challenges so that we can be pleased with our lives. And here we are back at Chaos, our community. Now, we were choosing community, realizing that chaos is out there. But there are some who are choosing chaos. Now, I'm not talking about the protesters. I'm talking about the looters. So I just want to address this so that you will understand the sadness in my heart for lives that are devalued. And I'm sure you are probably feeling the same way. And so hopefully we can come together and figure out a way to spread the love like we've been doing. We have been sending our love virtually and letting each other know that we're here. I'm here for you. I'm sending you my love. And hopefully we will be in touch with each other, because in times like this, we need our vital support. We need to have someone help to speak the language of love that we understand. You know, we've talked about the different languages of love. Some people's language is time, spending time, or some is words of affirmation. But hopefully you will spread that language to all of everyone, you know, so that we, in doing what we can deal with this underlying issue of racism and divisiveness. So I just want to tell you today that you're loved. We're still on this journey. COVID-19 is not over. And as we talked about before, we are now dealing with multiple obstacles. COVID was the major one. And because of that, jobs were lost. Family and friend members were lost and have passed. People's pays have been cut. I mean, it has been a very, very challenging situation, which continues. And so the need to hang together, to stay together, to stay connected is strong. And so I would suggest that you remember to be that vital friend, to remember the healing power of togetherness. Together we stand, united we stand. And so have a good evening. And I pray that although our hearts are saddened, that we will continue to thrive and make a stand against that which is not truth. Bye-bye.